A man from Rotherham who lost his home as a result of a gambling addiction says he fears the cost of living crisis could cause a rise in harmful gambling.
Yes, Kieran Smith gambled for 20 years before he sought help, and he says that things had really reached a crisis point and he ended up homeless. Well, he's now 4 years bet-free, but is worried that the rising cost of living could lead others down a very similar route. Amelia Beckett reports.
Kieran Smith was just 8 years old when he first experienced the bright lights of a seaside amusement arcade. Back then, it was just a game. But over the next 10 years, fruit machines turned into fixed odd betting, which turned into online gambling. And before he knew it, those bright lights quickly went out.
I started to take payday loans and loans off people. I started to manipulate family members into handing over money. I deeply regret that to this day. I ruined our financial credit, both me and my wife. We was evicted from our first home together, leaving us homeless on the streets. And to this day we are probably upwards of £30,000 in debt to this day.
For somebody who maybe doesn't understand the feeling of being addicted to something, how would you describe it?
I would describe it as it's almost like having nails in your shoes, but wanting to get up and go running every single day.
Kieran eventually sought help from the charity GamCare and is now 4 years gambling free. But he's worried the cost of living crisis could lead others down the same path, tempted to try and find that quick fix.
I would exercise a lot of caution around thinking that gambling can and will sort all your financial problems out and relieve that pressure, because if you don't win and you're spending more and more to chase that big win, you're then entering the more financial difficulties.
It's a worry echoed by GamCare. Research commissioned by the charity found that 44% of people in Yorkshire and the Humber felt worried about their financial situation. It found that 59% of people in the region had gambled in the past 12 months. And of those, 79% said they had lost money on gambling-related activities.
We always say, no matter who we're working with, whatever level of gambling is, to try and not get in any kind of mindset that gambling is a means of making money or it being income generation, because that's often when we see there being real issues.
The charity is now trialling a scheme offering people in Leeds who've been financially impacted by gambling tailored money guidance support. Meanwhile, Kieran spends his time visiting schools to highlight the dangers of gambling, warning people that while it might seem harmless, soon you could be betting on your life. Amelia Beckett, ITV News, Rotherham.